Adam was a rich businessman. He worked hard every day. His company was big and he had everything a man could want: money, cars, a big house. But tonight, he felt tired. It was late. The city streets were empty and quiet. He drove home slowly, thinking about the next day's meetings. Suddenly, from the dark corner of a small street, he heard something soft, a cry. It was quiet, but it broke his heart instantly. Adam stopped the car and looked around. The street was almost empty, except for one small figure. Near a broken fence under a flickering streetlight, he saw a little girl. She was no older than 6. Her clothes were dirty and torn. Her face was bruised. She was crying quietly. Next to her stood a man. He was shouting, angry, and hitting the girl again and again. The girl tried to protect herself but could not stop the blows. Her tiny body shook with fear. Adam's heart stopped. He wanted to scream, to run to her and stop the man, but fear and shock froze him. He stayed in the car, watching helplessly. The girl suddenly looked at Adam. Her eyes were wide and scared. She did not say a word, just a silent plea. Adam's chest tightened. He wanted to help her, but what could he do? The man noticed Adam looking at them. He turned and gave Adam a hard, angry stare. Adam's hands trembled on the steering wheel. He took out his phone and quickly dialed the police. His voice was urgent as he told them about the abuse happening right now on the street. "Please send help fast. A little girl is being beaten." Adam's voice shook, but the voice on the other end was calm and boring. "Sir, this sounds like a private family matter. We cannot act without proof. If you see serious danger, call back. Otherwise, it is difficult for us to interfere." Adam's heart sank. He looked again at the girl. She was still crying softly, holding her small arms. The man was still angry and watching the street. Adam felt helpless. He wanted to do more, but he was just one man. The night was cold. The street was quiet except for the soft cries. Suddenly, the man grabbed the girl roughly and pulled her inside an old dark building nearby. The door closed slowly. Adam watched until the door shut tight. The crying stopped. He sat in his car, feeling pain and anger burning inside. He thought, how can someone do this to a child? His mind was full of questions. Who was this girl? Why was she alone? Why did no one help her before? Adam wanted to leave, but something stopped him. He decided to wait. He waited for the girl to come out. Minutes passed like hours. Then, suddenly, the door opened a little. The girl appeared. Her face was sad and tired. She looked around, not noticing Adam's car. Adam stepped out quietly and walked toward her. "Hey," he said softly. The girl froze, then slowly looked at him. Her eyes were full of fear. She said nothing. Adam crouched down to her level. "My name is Adam. I want to help you. Are you okay?" The girl didn't answer. She just looked at the ground. Adam gently reached out his hand. The girl looked at his hand for a moment. Then, she took it slowly. Adam smiled. It was a small smile, but full of hope. He said, "I will protect you. No one will hurt you again. I promise." The girl blinked. Her lips moved, but no sound came out. Adam felt a strong wish to keep her safe. He knew this was only the beginning of a long, difficult journey. He decided he would not give up. That night, Adam drove away with a heavy heart, but a promise in his mind. "I will save you, little one. I will save you." The next morning, Adam woke up early. He couldn't stop thinking about the little girl he had found last night. Her name, he learned from a neighbor, was Maya. Maya was only 6 years old. Adam wanted to do more than just promise to protect her. He needed to understand her world, her pain, her fear, her life. He went to the neighborhood where Maya lived. It was an old, poor area, very different from Adam's world of glass buildings and luxury cars. The houses were small, crowded, and some windows were broken. Adam walked slowly, asking neighbors about Maya. Some looked away, others whispered. No one wanted to talk much, but one old woman finally spoke. "She's a sweet child," the woman said softly. "But her life is very hard. Her mother left long ago. Her father, He drinks a lot. When he's angry, he beats her. Adam's heart ached. How does Maya live like this, he asked. The woman shrugged. No one knows. She hides inside the house most of the time. The neighbors hear crying and shouting, but no one dares to help. Adam felt anger burning inside him. He decided to visit Maya's home. It was a small, broken-down house with chipped paint and a rusty gate. He stood outside and looked through the window. Inside, he saw Maya sitting on the floor. Her face was pale, her eyes empty and tired. She held her arms tightly around herself, as if trying to keep safe from the pain. Adam's chest tightened. He wanted to run inside and take her away, but he was afraid to scare her. Instead, he knocked softly on the door. A man answered. He was tall and rough-looking with red eyes. "Who are you?" The man growled. "My name is Adam. I'm a friend. I want to help Maya," Adam said calmly. The man laughed cruelly. "Maya doesn't need help. Stay away." Adam tried again. "Please, she needs someone." "You're hurting her." The man pushed Adam roughly. "Mind your own business, rich man." Adam stepped back but didn't leave. He knew he needed a better plan. The invisible scars days passed. Adam could not stop thinking about Maya's pain. He decided to visit social services. He told them everything he had seen and heard, but the officials were slow and uninterested. "It's hard to remove a child from her home without strong proof," one officer said. Adam left frustrated and angry. He knew Maya was suffering every day, and no one was helping. He started visiting Maya secretly. He brought her food, clothes, and small toys. He tried to make her smile. At first, Maya was scared. She didn't trust him, but slowly, her eyes started to sparkle a little. One day, Adam asked softly, "Maya, do you want to go to school?" Maya looked down, shy and quiet. "I'm scared," she whispered. Adam nodded. "It's okay to be scared, but school can be a safe place for you. You will learn new things and make friends." Maya looked at Adam's kind face. For the first time, she nodded slowly, the hidden pain. But Maya's wounds were deeper than they looked. One afternoon, Adam saw bruises on her arms, fresh, painful marks. Maya tried to hide them but couldn't. Adam felt his anger rise. How could someone hurt a child like this? He held her gently. "I'm here now. No one will hurt you again." Maya's eyes filled with tears. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I don't want to be scared." Adam wiped her tears. "You don't have to be scared anymore." But Maya's silence was loud. She did not say more. Adam realized that the pain Maya carried was not just outside, it was inside her heart, invisible wounds. The turning point one evening, Adam sat with Maya under the stars. He told her stories of hope and bravery. He told her she was strong. Maya listened quietly. She finally smiled. A small, shy smile. Adam knew this was the beginning of healing, the beginning of hope. But danger was still near. The man who hurt Maya watched them both, and he was planning something terrible. Adam stood by his window staring into the night. The city lights twinkled far below, but his thoughts were only about Maya. He had brought her to a small guest house near his home, safe for now. But safety didn't last long. That same evening, someone had followed them. Adam noticed a shadow across the street. A man leaning against a tree, watching. It was him, Maya's father. Even in the dark, Adam could feel the hate in the man's eyes. He closed the curtains quickly. Maya sat on the couch, playing quietly with a small teddy bear Adam had given her. It was the first toy she ever owned. She was holding it close like it was a shield from the world. Adam walked over and sat beside her. "Maya," he said gently, "I think your father is trying to find you." Her body stiffened. "I don't want to go back," she whispered. "You won't," Adam promised. "I'll make sure of that." But deep inside, he wasn't sure if the law would help. He already tried calling social workers again. They still said they needed more proof. What more did they want? Photos of her bruises, her sad eyes, her silence, a silent warning. The next morning, something strange happened. A letter was left on Adam's car. No name, no stamp, just a folded piece of paper with messy handwriting. "She's mine. Stay away, or you'll regret it." Adam's hands trembled as he read the words. It was clear. Maya's father was watching them, and he was getting angrier. He took the letter inside and sat on the couch, thinking. Maya looked up at him. She didn't ask what was wrong. She had already seen too many scary faces to need words. Adam showed her the letter. She nodded slowly. "He always does that," she said in a small voice. "When Mom left, he wrote letters like that to her too. She ran away. I think she's gone forever." Adam's heart broke again. Maya never had a chance, he thought. He stood up. This time he had to do something stronger. Fighting the system, Adam went to a lawyer. He told the lawyer everything. How he found Maya, the abuse, the police not listening, and the threat left on his car. The lawyer leaned back and sighed. "This won't be easy," he said. "But we can try to get emergency custody. You need to prove that she's in danger and that you can keep her safe." Adam nodded. "I'll do whatever it takes." He filed the papers that same day. He hired a private investigator to take photos of Maya's injuries and her father's strange behavior. He even put a small camera near the guest house for protection. But time was running out. Maya's father was not a patient man. The break-in 3 days later. While Adam was out buying food, Maya stayed with a helper inside the guest house. Everything was quiet until the door burst open. Maya screamed. Her father was there. He pushed the helper aside and grabbed Maya by the arm. "You think you can hide from me?" he shouted. "You're mine. You hear me?" Maya cried and tried to run, but he held her tight. Suddenly, the helper pressed a panic button Adam had installed. A loud alarm filled the room. The man ran outside just as the police arrived. They caught him down the street. Maya was shaking when Adam arrived. She ran into his arms, crying. "I thought he was going to take me," she sobbed. Adam held her tight. "Never again," he whispered. "He'll never hurt you again." Justice begins. The police finally took things seriously. They arrested Maya's father for breaking in, threatening a child, and past abuse reports Adam had submitted. Maya was taken to a safe space with Adam. This time, the court listened. The bruises, the letters, the break-in, everything showed danger. Adam stood in front of the judge with Maya beside him. "She deserves better," he said. "She deserves love, peace, and a future." The judge looked at Maya, who sat quietly holding her teddy bear. After a long pause, the judge nodded. "Temporary custody granted to Mr. Adam Bennett. A full hearing will follow. Until then, Maya stays with him." Adam smiled for the first time in days. Maya looked up at him with wide eyes. "Can I stay forever?" she whispered. Adam knelt beside her. "I'll do everything I can," he said. "Forever starts now." The days that followed the court decision felt like sunshine after a storm. Maya now lived in Adam's house, really lived there. Not hiding, not shaking, not afraid. For the first time in her life, she had her own room, a soft bed, toys, books, a warm nightlight that stayed on while she slept. Adam watched her slowly open up like a flower in spring. She smiled more, laughed sometimes, and even started asking small questions about the world. Why are clouds white? Do butterflies sleep? Why do pancakes smell like hugs? Adam answered every question with patience and love. He had never felt this kind of joy before. His big house no longer felt empty. It felt alive. Every morning, Maya sat at the kitchen table while Adam made breakfast. She had never eaten pancakes before, and now they were her favorite. She began drawing pictures of stars, houses, and a tall man holding a little girl's hand. Adam kept every drawing, but still, there was a shadow behind Maya's eyes. A fear. That hadn't left. The wounds run deep one night. Adam woke up to crying. He rushed to Maya's room. She was curled in a ball, her tiny body shaking under the blanket. "Bad dream?" he asked softly, kneeling beside her. She nodded, her eyes wide and full of fear. "He was chasing me," she whispered. "He said he'd take me away." Adam wrapped her in a blanket and carried her to the couch. He let her fall asleep in his arms. Even in sleep, her fingers gripped his shirt tightly. He stayed awake all night, gently brushing her hair and whispering, "You're safe. I've got you." But inside, Adam knew that nightmares weren't just dreams. They were memories. Maya's past still lived inside her, and healing it would take more than love. It would take time. The Return of Trouble 1. Peaceful afternoon. As Maya was playing in the backyard, Adam got a call. It was from his lawyer. "Bad news," the voice said. "Maya's biological father has hired a defense lawyer. He wants custody back." Adam stood still. "But he broke into my house. He hurt her. There's proof." "Yes, but the system isn't simple," the lawyer replied. "He's claiming he's changed, that he was drunk back then and he wants a second chance." Adam clenched his fist. Maya ran to him, holding a small flower. "Look what I found," she said, smiling. Adam forced a smile back. "That's beautiful, Maya, just like you." But inside, fear returned. Preparing for the fight that night, Adam sat in his study looking at all the paperwork, court letters, reports, photos. The full hearing was in 2 weeks. He had to prove that Maya's father was still dangerous. That going back would destroy her. He contacted doctors to talk about Maya's bruises and trauma. He asked her school teachers to write letters about her progress. Maya was now attending a local school, and she was doing well. The teachers said, "She was polite, quiet, and very smart. She draws pictures of her new dad all the time," one teacher wrote. "She says he's her hero." Adam's eyes filled with tears reading that. But still, it wasn't over. Not until the court said so. The visit. Then came the biggest test. The judge allowed a supervised visit, just 1 hour, for Maya to meet her biological father, under watch. Adam didn't want it, but the law required it. They arrived at the center, a plain room with 2 chairs and cameras on the wall. Maya held Adam's hand tightly. She looked around nervously. Then the door opened. Her father walked in. He looked cleaner than before. New clothes, shaved. But Maya didn't move. She stepped back. The social worker gently said, "You can talk to him, Maya, just for a little while." Her father knelt down and said, "Hi, sweetie, I missed you." But Maya didn't answer. She stared at him, her hands shaking. Then, in a small voice, she said, "Are you going to hurt me again?" The room went silent. Her father blinked. I didn't mean to," he said. "I was sick back then." Maya took 1 step back, closer. To Adam, she looked at him, then back at her father, and softly said, "I'm not scared of you anymore, but I don't want to go with you." The social worker nodded and ended the visit early. Adam held Maya close as they walked out. "I'm proud of you," he whispered. For the next few days, everything seemed quiet. Too quiet. Adam kept watching Maya closely. She still smiled, still asked funny little questions, but he knew she was nervous about the court hearing. And deep inside, so was he. He had done everything right. Doctors, school letters, photos, witnesses. He gave the court all the truth. But sometimes truth wasn't enough. Adam stayed strong for Maya. He told her bedtime stories, helped her with schoolwork, and made sure she knew one thing above all. You are not going back to that pain. Never again. But far from them, in a dark apartment across town, her biological father was planning something dangerous. A man with nothing to lose, Maya's real father, whose name was Rick, was furious. The visit didn't go as he had hoped. He thought Maya would cry and run into his arms. He thought the court would pity him. Instead, Maya had stood firm and chosen the millionaire. That rich man had turned his little girl against him. Now Rick had nothing. No job, no money. And soon he'd lose his daughter forever. He stared at Maya's photo, shaking with anger. "If the court won't give her back," he muttered, "then I'll take her myself." He knew where Adam lived. He knew the routines. When Maya went to school. When Adam left for meetings. All he needed was one chance. A normal day. Until it wasn't. It was a Friday. Adam was running late. He had a short meeting across town and his assistant had called twice. "Maya," he said while helping her with her shoes, I'll be back in 2 hours. Mrs. Lane will pick you up from school. Maya nodded. Okay. She hugged him tight. Be safe, sunshine, Adam whispered. She smiled and ran toward the school gate. He watched until she went inside. Then he drove away. He didn't notice the old black car parked across the street. Inside, Rick was watching. He waited for everyone to leave. Then, he made his move. The attempted kidnapping Maya was walking out of class when a man in a hoodie called her name. Hey, Maya! She turned, confused. Your dad sent me, the man said. He's waiting in the car. Quick, come on. But Maya's heart told her something was wrong. She looked closer. It was him, her father, her real one. Her legs froze. She wanted to scream, but her voice disappeared. Suddenly, Mrs. Lane, the helper, stepped out from the school gate. She saw the man and shouted, "Hey, get away from her." Rick ran. People began to gather. A teacher called the police. Maya was rushed inside. When Adam arrived, the police were already there. Maya ran to him and cried into his coat. I didn't go with him. I didn't. I know, Adam said, holding her tight. You're the bravest girl in the world. The breaking point this time? No lawyer could help Rick. He was caught on camera trying to kidnap a child. The court moved quickly. Within 24 hours, the judge called an emergency hearing. Adam and Maya sat together in the courtroom. Rick, in handcuffs, sat on the other side. The judge spoke clearly. You are a danger to this child. You broke the law. You ignored court orders, and you terrified your daughter. She looked at Adam. Mr. Bennett, I am granting you full legal custody of Maya. Permanently. Adam couldn't speak. Tears rolled down his cheeks. Maya looked up at him and whispered, Can I call you Dad now? He smiled and said, You always could. A new beginning. That night, Adam tucked Maya into bed like always. But this time, the room felt different, brighter, safer, warmer. Maya held her teddy bear and smiled up at him. You know what I'm going to dream about tonight? She asked. What? Us, eating pancakes, laughing, being happy. Adam smiled. I think I'll dream about that too. Adam's morning started like any other. He made breakfast, sang a silly song while flipping pancakes, and waited for Maya to come running into the kitchen. She did, laughing, with messy hair and bright eyes. Extra syrup today? She asked. Grinning, Adam smiled. Only for my favorite daughter. The house was peaceful now, no fear, no knocks on the door. Just the sound of soft music and the smell of warm food. But that peace was about to be tested, because while they ate at the table, a white envelope sat quietly in the mailbox, waiting to be opened. The letter that changed everything. After dropping Maya at school, Adam checked the mail, bills, magazines, and one letter. No return address. No name, only his, written in shaky handwriting. Curious, Adam opened it while walking, back to the house. He froze at the first line. Dear Mr. Bennett, you don't know me, but I know Maya's real story. I was there the day she was born, and something about her past, something dark, has been hidden from you. Adam sat down slowly, heart pounding. The letter continued. Maya wasn't just abandoned. She was taken from someone, and not by her father. I can't write more here, it's too risky. If you want to know the truth, meet me at the old train station, Sunday, 5 p.m., come alone. No signature, no name, just one final line. Her life might still be in danger, and you have no idea who's really watching. Adam's hands shook. Who wrote this? Was it a trick, a lie? But deep inside, something told him it was real. Torn between truth and safety, that night, Adam sat in his study, staring at the letter. He didn't want to believe it. Maya had already been through so much. She didn't need more secrets, more pain. But he also knew, if someone out there knew more, he had to find out. He couldn't risk Maya's safety. Not again. He didn't tell Maya about the letter. He just hugged her tighter that night and kissed her forehead a little longer. She noticed. Is something wrong? She asked softly. Adam smiled. No, sweetie. I'm just happy to have you here." But inside, his mind was spinning. The meeting at the station Sunday came. Adam parked his car at the old, broken-down train station. The wind blew through empty tracks. The sun was setting, casting long shadows across the concrete. No one was there. He waited. Then from behind a pillar, an old woman stepped out. Her coat was torn, and she walked with a cane. "You came," she said in a raspy voice. "Who are you?" Adam asked. The woman looked around, nervous. "My name doesn't matter," she said. "What matters is what I saw years ago. The truth about Maya." Adam listened, frozen. "She wasn't just left behind," the woman said. "She was taken from a hospital by the man who claimed to be her father. He wasn't. He forged documents. He wanted revenge on someone." Adam felt cold all over. "Who?" he whispered. "Her real mother," the woman said. "She was part something powerful, something dangerous, and she disappeared right after Maya was born." Adam tried to speak, but the woman grabbed his arm. "They will come looking. The moment they find out Maya is alive, they won't stop. Keep her safe. Don't trust anyone, not even the system." She handed him a folded paper. "This is her real birth record," she said. "Hide it." Then she walked away, vanishing into the shadows. The hidden truth. That night, Adam opened the folded paper. It was old, worn, but real. Maya's real birth mother was someone named Eva Marlowe, not listed in any court file, not in any report, no mention before. Why, and why would someone steal Maya from her? Was it about power, revenge, and more importantly, where was Eva now? Adam stared out the window, thinking about the woman who might be Maya's real mother. Somewhere out there, someone else might be looking for Maya. And this time, it might not be just a troubled father. It might be someone far more dangerous. Adam couldn't sleep that night. Maya's words kept echoing in his head. "She said my name, but she didn't call me Maya." He sat by the window, holding the letter and the birth paper tightly in his hands. If Maya was dreaming of someone who looked like her, if she remembered a name from before, was it just a dream or a memory? Digging into the past. The next morning, Adam went to a private investigator. He showed the birth paper and the name, Eva Marlowe. The man looked surprised. "I've heard this name before," the investigator said. "She was a whistleblower, years ago, worked in a secret medical project for a rich company." Adam leaned in. "And?" "She disappeared after giving birth. People say she ran, others say she was taken." Adam felt his heart pound. "Find her," he said. "Please." A shocking discovery. A week passed. Then one evening, Adam's phone rang. It was the investigator. "I found her." Adam sat down. "She's alive," the man said, "living in a small town under a fake name. She thought her baby was dead." Adam's throat tightened. "She doesn't know Maya is alive?" "No. She's been hiding all these years, but she's ready to meet you. And her daughter." Adam looked at Maya, sitting on the floor, drawing a sun with crayons. She had no idea her real mother was out there, waiting. The meeting a few days later, Adam drove Maya to a quiet, peaceful town. He didn't tell her the full truth, only that someone very special wanted to meet her. They arrived at a small house. Flowers grew outside. Birds chirped. Maya held his hand tightly. Then the door opened. And there she was, Eva Marlowe, her eyes filled with tears the second she saw Maya. "Maya," she whispered. Maya looked up at her, confused. "How do you know my name?" "I don't," Eva said, her voice shaking. "But I know your real one." Adam held his breath. Eva knelt down. "You were born as hope," she said softly. "Because even when everything was dark, you were my light." Tears rolled down Maya's cheeks. "Are you my mom?" she whispered. Eva nodded. "I've missed you every single day." Two mothers, one love back at the house. Adam and Eva talked for hours. She told him everything. How she tried to protect baby Hope from dangerous people in her company. How Rick, a man hired to keep her safe, betrayed her and disappeared with the baby. She never saw hope again until now. Adam told her what Maya had been through. They cried together. Not in pain, but in relief. A choice for Maya. That night, Maya sat with Adam on the porch. "She's nice," Maya said. "She smells like flowers." Adam smiled. "That's your mom," Maya looked up. "But you're my dad too," he nodded, eyes full of tears. "Yes, always." She held his hand. "Can I have two parents?" Adam laughed softly. "You already do." A new beginning in the weeks that followed. Ava moved to the same town. Not to take Maya away, but to be part of her life. Maya had two people who loved her deeply, one who gave her life and one who saved it. Together, they gave her a home full of truth, love, and safety.